My F30 SO M30's mother's side is about to run me off. Urgent advice needed. When is it time to give up on your in-laws? My SO and I have been together for going on a year. We were high school sweethearts who had to end things due to distance and our paths seemingly going in different directions. 12 years after high school graduation and we're back together. We've been dating for over a year now and living together for 8 months. We support each other equally. His job is steadies and pays more, but I do all the housework. Work part-time and have 2 side businesses. His family sees him as the golden child, and once a week he has dinner with his grandmother. I spent the first few months of our relationship going with him every week, but between my work, medical issues, and her behavior, I stopped going as regularly. For context, he grew up in a blended home with both his parents divorcing and remarrying. I was initially told, as an only child, that I'd have to speak up and not be afraid to interrupt. It took months, but after dozens of meals being talked over, I finally found the nerve to speak up. And was immediately told I was denying more important people the chance to talk was rude. At this point I have to sit silently whenever we meet with this side of his family. I'm miserable every time I have to interact with them and feel I am constantly told I'm not worthy of him, and that I as a person don't matter. We've talked about it numerous times and he has started to stand up to them, but only after I've left in silent tears. I'm supposed to go on vacation with the extended side of this family next week and I'm terrified for my mental health and the health of my relationship. For the record, I don't have any issues like this with his dad's side of the family. I don't know what to do anymore. I love him, but his mother's family makes me feel like I'm worthless and a complete bitch nuisance for requesting the right to speak, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Do I go on the trip? Do I bail? You build a relationship with his dad's side of the family and laugh about the $7 crazy moms side of the family with them. You will never win them over, and it is not about you. No woman will ever be worthy of the golden child. Honestly, I would not attend. I'd flat out tell him that you refuse to put yourself in a position where you are treated with disdain and disrespect. Given he refuses to stand up to his family, you will not be putting yourself in a position where you are disregarded and silenced because you are not important enough to speak up. Use the money you would have spent instead going on a girls' trip with friends or going to visit your family. Never allow yourself to be treated with that kind of disrespect. I'm kind of angry with yourself for not standing up for you properly. Did they also teach him to hold his mouth and obey? You do not need to put yourself in these situations. If I were you, I'd bail on the vacation, and also would stop going to these family get-togethers. If your SO isn't supportive, he's part of the problem, and your issue is bigger than anticipated. Bail. You do not, ever, under any circumstances, have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation just to appease somebody else. Your SO should completely understand this and support your decision. Who knows? Maybe it'll give him a chance to have a frank conversation with them about the harm they are inflicting on your relationship. Woman shrugging, medium light skin tone. Personally, the fact that he doesn't stand up for you is a deal breaker. I have an ex that never stood up to his brother and sister-in-law when they made really inappropriate racist jokes, specifically about one of my races. I'm biracial. It made me cry, and he would make small attempts and then just give up. It caused a lot of issues between us, and I never quite felt good enough for his family because of it. The whole idea his family pushes that he's the golden child means you will never be good enough, and they will always treat you that way. I definitely wouldn't go on vacation because you're right. It's going to really mess with you mentally, and no one deserves that. Especially on vacation. You need to figure out for yourself if you are okay with being told the rest of your life that you're Not good enough to be with someone. Why is he making you see these people? Why would he expose someone he supposedly loves to that kind of abuse? You're well within your rights to not want to deal with them. Bail. But this is a BF problem. A. You doing all the housework is not on any way an equal relationship, and B. He only stands up for you once his family has reduced you to tears? Fuck that noise. Refuse any further contact with that side of the family. Bail. If you accept being treated like that now, it will be an expectation for years to come. I think you should bail from the holiday and the relationship. It took months, but after dozens of meals being talked over, I finally found the nerve to speak up. And was immediately told I was denying more important people the chance to talk was rude. At this point I have to sit silently whenever we meet with this side of his family. This is very rude of them. Both for the first comment and then for the subsequent lack of talking to you. Who told you to speak up? Who then told you it was rude? Was it the same person? Why didn't your boyfriend support you? Does he think it's okay to let his family treat you this way? I'm miserable every time I have to interact with them and feel I am constantly told I'm not worthy of him, and that I as a person don't matter. We've talked about it numerous times and he has started to stand up to them, but only after I've left in silent tears. This is ridiculous. This is unspeakably rude and offensive behavior from them. It's not normal. Normal families would be happy to meet the partner of the son, grandson, would be interested in them and make polite conversation. Given that you have met the dad's side of the family without issue, I think you can clearly see it's them, not you. Your boyfriend is a failure here. I do think you should cancel the trip and the relationship. However, if you do decide to go, the only way I can think of to make this more passable for you would be to treat this as a game. Don't say anything beyond a polite hello and goodbye. Good morning. Good evening. See how long it takes for someone to notice you're not speaking. Or the more sensible thing to do would be to have a conversation with your boyfriend about the trip. What strategies and tactics will he put in place to make sure your voice is heard? That you are welcomed in conversations and that his family are not rude to you? And if he won't or can't think of anything concrete, this is a flag and you should leave. Also, you have one job, 2 businesses, and do all the housework? We've been dating for over a year now and living together for 8 months. We support each other equally. His job is steadies and pays more, but I do all the housework. Work part-time and have 2 side businesses. This is not an equal relationship. Not if he gets more free time than you because you're doing all the housework. Well, you don't just marry the man. You marry the family. If he is unwilling to keep a distance with you or try to fix the situation while you are there, then you may want to bail and not waste any more time on this relationship. He spends more time with you than with his mom's family, and you should be the priority here. First of all, why are you doing all the housework? Kind of sounds like he agrees with his mom's family. He thinks he's too good for you and you should be serving him and sitting in grateful silence in his presence. Anyway, simply refuse to be around people who treat you poorly. Prioritize yourself, and allot your time to people who make you feel good about yourself. His family is a problem, not the problem. He is. Why do you feel like this cowardly man who cannot even take reasonable responsibility for the home you both live in is worthy of you? I can't advise on the in-law situation. I couldn't read past, we support each other equally. His job is steadies and pays more, but I do all the housework. Work part-time and have 2 side businesses. If you believe that is equality, then I don't know what to say to you about anything at all. I hope you find your way to happiness. Do not go on the trip. You should withdraw from his mother's side of the family. It creates a hostile dynamic that they treat him so well and you so poorly. If he's not actively putting a stop to that, reassess your relationship. You will grow to resent him if he doesn't get them in check. Bail. If you are having doubts, head over to r/justnormal to see what your further will be like if you don't. You don't have a family problem. You have a significant other problem. Give your partner an ultimatum. He talks to them and stands up for you, or you don't attend. His choice. Frame it this way: why would he allow his family to treat you like trash? And why would he expect you to tolerate it? Quote, I believe you should discuss this issue with him. Explain him how you are feeling and why you are planning to bail, and see what his opinion is. If he understands and takes some kind of action, then good, but if he gets defensive about it, then you will have to face this for the rest of your life. And honestly, you need to start standing up for yourself. Don't let them overpower you. Tell them off. I'm so confused as to why you are putting up with this. You're an adult. Stop being around these people. They don't like you. You don't like them. He can have a relationship if he wants. But you don't have to. Who cares if they are upset by that? Why are you going on vacation with them? Don't go. Don't even go to the dinners. Simply act like they don't exist and let your partner deal with the fallout. You said you get along with his father's side? Go visit them. Attend dinners with them, etc. There is no need to end your relationship because of one side of the family. You don't need their approval. If your partner doesn't like it and refuses to accept it, you can consider leaving him. Sometimes, you just have to show people who they really are to you. Nothing. Absolutely do not vacation with in-laws who treat you this way. Don't fall over yourself making excuses either. Just say no. Your so will need to figure this out if he wants to keep you. When is it time? When they cross from protective to bullying. That was back when they told you more important people needed to speak. Don't go to the vacation with them. Let's be real here. They don't want you there any more than you want to go. Keep the holiday days, but book somewhere for you and you alone. No communication devices necessary. They will question why you haven't turned up and put a black mark on your name for it. Respond to the inevitable snide comments with a, thanks for the offer of a holiday but thought I'd leave the most important people in this family to talk.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.